Oh, shit.
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah! Good morning! And welcome to episode 1308 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, October 4th, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed right here on this podcast. Follow, like, and set to auto download if you don't mind. Today, we've got kidnappings, jackpots, nationwide alerts, and much more in your cup of coffee in the big time with Mark.
Yeah, you said it, and you're right, and much more. Yeah.
That's what it is. Wes has the first toilet paper innovation in over a century to tell us about.
This is huge for the ass.
Thank God.
Also,
Mine's a little chapped right now. I've had some. Never mind.
We know.
Toilet paper.
figuratively or okay, both.
No, literally, I'm going to be paying attention to this story.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
lot of good.
I'm going to sit down for this one.
Yeah, well, it hurts.
Whatever you say, Mr. Sassel.
Yeah,
Sassel.
Pat's got more bad things happening in Philadelphia.
I've never been more angry after watching a video on the internet, after I watched the video that we're going to talk about and the crime that we're going to talk about.
Bad isn't good, like in the 90s, when we're like, that's so bad. Philly's doing bad stuff.
There's one bad part about it, badass, doing hood rat things with my friends, smoking real cigarettes, and that's the victim in this story and what she did to her attacker.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
It's like to kind of remind you the Eagles are 4-0, so it's not all bad in Philly. Just
The Phillies are going to the playoffs.
Point that
Playoffs
out.
start tonight, and the Philadelphia playoffs. So
For sure. Street videos, not their hottest year for those. But also this story sounds like we'll get into it about the Philly. I've got some amazing innovations to discuss. Remember, you can watch us tape the pod live, youtube.com/hardfactornews. I am who I am says that intro was sassy. Pride flag. Yeah, thank you.
yeah, hell yeah.
For everybody. Yeah. And most importantly, the next meetup for Patreon, Send in the Car and Golden Elbow tier patrons will be this Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, October 6th, this Friday night. So join patreon.com/hardfactor, Send in the Car, Golden Elbow tiers. If you want to shoot the shit with us, maybe watch a movie, play some games, it's going to be fun. Meet up with the hosts this Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. And then next merchathon will be Wednesday, October 25th, 2023. Discounts at store.hardfactor.com. And you can get us to do crazy shit on camera for buying merch. Get ready.
I've already secured a bottle of Malort quickly. Thanks to listener. I don't know if I want to mention his name yet. I'll have to confirm, but we'll give him credit if he confirms that he wants that knowledge out there. But you know who you are. Yeah.
So Mark's going to be chugging Malort. We'll do other crazy shit. Everybody's probably got to paint their fingernails and make up for some of the stuff that to get around to the last merchathon.
no engineers in the hive.
No engineers in the hive? What's that? What do you mean?
Put a call out for some sort of electrical engineer or a tech engineer to figure out
I find this
how
hard to believe.
we could build some sort of controller system.
Okay.
That could be triggered over the internet. And
I just don't think they want to do it.
Right.
Free work. Not into it.
No, engineers usually get paid a lot for their work.
Right. Like it sounds like a nice setup too, like a remote control from the internet type deal.
Pro bono.
Okay.
Anyone want to give us a remote control setup for pro bono?
Then you
Pro
sign
bono,
over the rights to it
yes.
it to us, and then we'll sell it, but we'll make sure that you get
Invent something for us
as the inventor.
Yeah, you want to put in 74 hours of work?
That's what I asked for.
You will be given credit as the
Pretty
inventor,
clear.
though.
Yeah.
Although the rights will be transferred to Hard Factor LLC, but you will be the inventor.
Yeah. T-shirts incoming.
Nice. Live comment for Charles. He's saying something about F. Nancy Mason, Matt Gaetz, and all the losers who don't remember. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know if that happened in the news. Or what if anything happened in the news related to
Nancy Mace passed
thought it
some
was a
IT thing. I don't know.
I don't know.
Day on
I don't know.
Capitol.
If it was a slow day.
Nancy Mace she's losing steam over here.
Should we get?
my
Whoa,
corner.
hey,
She just
hey,
passed something.
Hey,
I thought
the
it was a
Mace
slow
Act.
day over there on Capitol Hill. I didn't think anything happened. What happened?
Well, there's a lot of other news. Nothing happened in Capitol Hill, but you guys want to do the news?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Back
not.
to this.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
And I'll tell you what is trending today, and that is the GD Powerball jackpot. Humana, ooga, ooga. Yeah, that's what's trending today. 1.2 Christina billions. That's a lot of scratch you could win.
You can do it with us in the Discord, patreon.com/hardfactor. Go to the lottery corner. Wes is
Boy,
in
I
the
could
money.
use it. Boy, we could use it.
Boy, we could use it.
Could use
nice.
it. Would be
Hive
nice.
Island, lots of stuff we could build with all that money, that billion.
Funny
So-
you should mention Hive Island, Will, because let's talk about some of the things you could get for that 1.2 billion, or more likely 350 million after cash option and taxes. Like, check this out. How about potentially Hive Island?
Ooh,
Wow.
That's perfect.
716 acres in Belize. Can you
Zero
believe it?
infrastructure.
60
Well,
million? That ain't
Pat,
bad.
that's the thing, is it's only 60 million. So now you still have like 300 million left. So you can take, I'd say, 100 million to chop down some of that luscious, greens, build up some buildings, some bars, housing, get some boats in there, some jet skis, a few restaurants, a golf course. Golf courses are 150 acres. That's 716 acres. Get a golf course in there.
Do you notice anything about this land formation?
It looks like
It's
awesome.
separated by a peninsula. So the help is on one side of the island, the whores and the help are on one side, and then the funds on the other.
That's
Yeah.
one
Okay.
take. I was going to say there is some infrastructure. Clearly, there was a boat dock carved out on the lagoon side. You see how it's perfectly kind of squared.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah, there's a private beach there.
Some nice
2
beaches there.
Yeah. Beautiful water. I mean,
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Wes. You're like you're saying put like the back of house on that side with no beaches
On the
and then
left,
front of
yeah.
house is over on the beach.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, so I was thinking.
We don't want to
Wes
see
is-
them.
Wes is so confident he's going to win the lottery. He's already thinking about how he's going to become a shittier person when he
He's
does.
separate.
Right. Well, you have to
separated, yeah.
run your island with an iron fist. Otherwise, things are going to get out of control on an island.
And then when I win,
I have an idea.
There'll be like a Jurassic Park gate in between the two.
Yeah,
we'll
well,
go over there.
I don't want it to sound as heartless or worse than what Wes is saying, but I was thinking, okay, so now we have 200 million left after we build everything up. I guess we might give some to charity, maybe. And then, of course, you've got to take care of your parents. So maybe, as our parents get older, we're not going to want to go visit them. We can just build them like an old folks home on the other side of the island. We can go visit them.
they
And
can
everyone's
stay with the
parents,
help, yeah.
everyone's parents can stay
Nice.
on the island,
There you go.
right?
Yes.
On the help side.
On
On the help side.
Help side.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they can do laundry.
The help's gonna have to take care of the parents.
Exactly,
Seniors on the
Right.
on the back of house side of the island.
You want your parents
So-
close to the help.
You want your parents as close to the help as
Right.
possible.
Also, life
Keeps
alert.
you grounded.
Yeah. And you can get them a little golf course too. Part 3. It would be nice to win that Powerball. It would be nice.
I like the setup we just talked about. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh no! But Charles points out live comment youtube.com/hardfactnews. That is an indefensible island, boys. So
Yeah.
from
There's going to be
a-
no defense to the shit we're doing on there. You
from a
cannot defend it.
military strategic
Look,
standpoint.
I'm not
we're
an
gonna have a hard
attorney.
time there.
You cannot defend them, boys.
He's saying we need turrets.
Oh, that's fine.
Pirates. It's true. Pirates are back. So
Hey, we'll get some turrets. We'll have a turret fund. Would be nice. Oh, also some other news. There's a war going on in Ukraine. Trump is literally at trial again in court in New York. He's going to be in court on Wednesday. Matt Gaetz and 7 other Republicans teamed up with all the House Democrats to oust House Speaker Kevin McCarthy for the first time ever that's ever happened. And the government is about 40-ish days to a government shutdown without a Speaker of the House for the first time. The Dow fell by more than 400 points on Tuesday. Taylor Swift is still dating Travis Kelce, but the Powerball, it all seems meaningless if you could just win the Powerball,
there you go.
Ow.
There was some stuff that happened on Capitol Hill.
baby. Yeah.
So
Kevin
why did Gates
McCarthy, what
go?
a
I mean,
loser,
McCarthy. So McCarthy made the deal with the
What a
Dems,
loser.
and now Gates is like he's pulling his
No.
little string.
No,
that he-
McCarthy really Gates voted with the Dems, and McCarthy
Yes.
wouldn't make a deal.
But McCarthy made the deal to extend the funding to the government with the Dems,
That was really more
pissing
McConnell.
off Gates.
No. McConnell really.
more McConnell this time.
No, that was more McConnell. McConnell
In other areas,
to
he's been working with the Democrats. He's been working with Democrats in other areas, which has been pissing off people like Matt Gaetz and hard right people. And someone left a funny comment in our Instagram post, which we just put up because it happened a couple hours ago. And they were like, so let me get this straight. Matt Gaetz is so mad at McCarthy for working with the Democrats that he worked with the Democrats to get him out of office.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened.
That's how I heard it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is hilarious.
That's exactly what happened. And then McCarthy, it's because the Dems were pressuring for the long-term budget deal. McCarthy wouldn't fold to it. And so Gates voted with them to oust him. And so now we're back to no speaker. And last time there was no speaker when McCarthy first assumed, it took 15 votes, 5 days to get a new speaker. So who the fuck knows when we're going to have a new speaker and how they're going to get the budget done in the next 40 days to avoid an actual government.
Just in time for the holidays, like I said.
Gotta get a speaker in there.
How
It's unreal.
soon do
Can
you
I
think
get a speaker?
the other Nancy started saying things?
What's that? Both Nancys voted to oust him, Mace and
I'm
Pelosi.
just saying Pelosi's seeing that speaker chair
Oh,
unoccupied.
but she doesn't have the votes to get
She
in.
can't.
I know
She's-
she doesn't. I know.
Yeah, but she likes to
gotta
see it
wait.
burn because it never burned under her watch.
Yep.
Yeah.
And listener Gavin, who's in the Capitol, someone has already nominated Trump, of course. So
How would that?
for speaker,
That's not-
anybody
You can be the speaker.
Anyone can be
Anybody
the speaker.
That's
They could
who
nominate
nominated
Jared
Trump.
Packer.
That's stupid.
That's awesome.
But you don't have to be a member of Congress to be the speaker.
They did it last time. No, they did. They nominated this whole
But
thing.
no one's ever won.
A lot of this whole thing was just about somebody to nominate Trump, just to like throw a wrench in everything and be a boon for his campaign.
Man, they really don't care about the people.
Trump might lose the tower. He might lose his
I
tower.
saw that.
Yeah. I like how when he walked in, he goes, "This is because I'm too good, because the polls are too strong for me. That's why they're going after me."
Why wouldn't you have to be in the Congress to? That doesn't make much sense.
Now, the most likely person is Steve Scalise, but we'll see what happens.
Scalise. Anyways, the Powerball's way cooler than all that bullshit. Here's a disgusting story. This absolute monster of a man kidnapped a 9-year-old girl from a campsite this weekend, and apparently it was premeditated. He had his creepy eyes on her for a while.
Yep, he looks like a kidnapping suspect.
Craig Ross Jr. hanging at the campsite.
CRJ, Craig Ross Jr. This disgusting pedophile who makes me want to shave my beard and take my Nutrafol pills. That's 46-year-old Craig Ross Jr.
He looks like he's from the movie Deliverance. Like,
Gotta keep that hat on, Mark.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna look like in 10 years.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, they're at 46. That tracks.
that's tough.
He looks like us in 9 years.
what happened to the girl? Did they get? The
I'm gonna be
girl
more
back?
gray than him though, so I'm glad about that. He's cue ball with the ginger. I feel like it's a little bit more jarring. You got the grays in there. At least it's like, okay, that tracks. But
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, he's disgusting, and they did get the girl pat. Clearly, Craig Sr., by the way, is not too proud of his boy. And Craig Jr., who's named like Joshua or something, wants his dad to be killed. He came out and said, I hope they put him to death. So no one's real proud of Craig Jr., 46-year-old creep who was arrested for the abduction of 9-year-old Charlotte Sena. Where is she? There she is. Charlotte Sena from Morea Lake State Park in Saratoga County in upstate New York. Probably butchered that. Lake State Park. It's supposed to be an upscale park in upstate New York. She was riding a bicycle and the sick fuck abducted her on Saturday. He was then caught leaving a ransom note at Charlotte's parents' house, her house, at 4:30 in the morning on Monday. So about 48 hours after the abduction. And then they found Charlotte hidden in a cupboard above his kitchen on later on Monday. Thank God. Unharmed, besides the fact that she was with that fucking creep for 48 hours.
Oh, I thought she was in his camper.
In his camper in a cabin. So
Right,
in the
a cabin,
camper,
yeah.
he had a kitchen area
Yeah,
in his camper.
She was
And
in the
above,
cabinets
she was in a cabinet, laying in a cabinet, like taped
what a
up.
piece of
like,
shit, man.
Yeah,
Must have been a gooseneck, probably.
Yeah.
Having a
It was a
kitchen
nice
area.
camper.
for
Big
sure.
big
It's a
cabins
big
in the camper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a
you
big
fit
truck
whole
to
nine
haul
Where were
yards.
his plates? You know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's a big.
That happens a lot. It happens a lot in national parks, man. just parks in general. There was a famous case that happened, I think, in Montana, where a girl got taken like this, and then there's that whole podcast about it, like just about creepy shit that happens in parks. Like,
yeah,
be careful.
There's like a Netflix documentary about like missing kids in parks and shit, and yeah, but they let her. I'm not saying anything bad about parents, but they did let her go off on her own and ride a fucking bike at 9 years old.
Wes,
in the park
you
by
heard it here
herself.
from Hard Factor Wes. It's your parents' fault, and I kind of agree.
Say it was their fault, but I wouldn't let my 9-year-old ride a bike alone in a park.
Not if there were campers that nice around.
Yeah, it was a nice park. He was actually caught because of the fingerprint database, as he left fingerprints on the ransom note because he's as stupid as he is disgusting. And he loves to drink, which is not surprising, as he looks like kind of like a bottle of whiskey brought to life.
Malort. Yeah, he looks like Malort.
He looks like a bottle of Malort.
Yeah, what time judging by that mugshot, what time of the day does he start drinking? He looks like a 9 a.m. guy to me.
When does he stop drinking, Pat? It's when he passes out. He starts.
Everyone stops.
I think he wakes up at noon. I think he wakes up at noon and starts drinking.
He's a nooner.
Yeah, I mean,
and then he looks out his trailer and he's like, "All right, any 9-year-olds I can abduct."
Guess why they had his fingerprints, guys? Because he's got like 17 DUIs.
Yeah.
So he had a string of DUIs like in the 1990s, and then he was like, well, "I'm gonna get off the grid and gonna move into the woods." And then he's like, "But they still had his fingerprints." So yeah.
He just made his house his car, so that way when he was drunk, he was already home.
Well, he's such a loser. He actually lives like behind his. It's like the movie Prisoners. He lives like behind his mom's home in a camper.
Right,
like,
lives in the camper.
He's not allowed to live in the house.
Family's property. Yeah, that's
Bentham.
Yeah, he's Bentham. He can live on the land, but he has to be out of the house, away from mom, because he's so disgusting.
Worse than Bentham. Yeah.
Good movie, Prisoners.
I know it is. He's like, they'll never find me out here, the booze bag thought. They found him. Charlotte was abducted, like I said, while riding a bike. Pretty horrifying for parents, in general, that this guy exists, that parks exist. Police are now checking to see if Craig Jr. is involved in other, children kidnappings in upstate New York. And I'm going to go ahead and say probably.
Potentially. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seemed like it was kind of his thing, right?
I think he's only got a one in him. He looks like
you got to wake up
one planned thing kind of guy.
Pretty early to catch Craig.
You don't think he's gotten away with one or two?
No, I don't think he gets away with anything.
One or two little extortions.
It's a pretty brazen escalation from DUIs to this.
Yeah, I think he's gotten away with a few, and he would have done a few more. Luckily, they got him though.
Glad. Yeah, I mean that could have turned out way worse.
I didn't want to say it, but live commenter Colin Phillips says he looks kind of like Garrett from Iowa.
Skinny version,
That's tough for Garrett from Iowa.
I'm not gonna say I didn't think it a little bit, but yeah, he looks like Garrett from Iowa was like messed up.
I don't know.
I don't think
Garrett's way better looking.
He has the same color hair as Garrett from Iowa.
It's if Garrett let himself go and started abducting children.
It looks like he could be from Iowa, but other than that,
really slide. To get
Colin hasn't figured out you're not supposed to say that people look like someone else unless they're far better looking than them.
Right.
They're not as good looking as them.
It's the greatest insult.
I think
it's the greatest insult when someone says,
that was an intentional insult. 100%.
That was a slam from Colin.
That's a good way to find out how fat you actually are, is when someone tags you in a photo of a guy you kind of look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, tangential.
Yeah. Like him, huh?
Damn it.
Guess I'll start working out. Hey, for some reason, everyone's going to get emergency alerts on their phones today. Wednesday, October 4th, the federal government will conduct a nationwide test of the emergency alert system on Wednesday afternoon. No word on if it will include a joke about Kevin McCarthy. What a loser. What a loser that guy is. But it will be. Go ahead, Will.
It would be a burn if they hit him with that. I mean, insult to injury. It's already. I think it's a pretty sad display of where our government is in general. I mean, it's horrible for McCarthy, worst resume thing ever. But to be a part of the first Congress that removes the speaker and took 5 days to pick him in the first place.
Yeah, it didn't start great, right? Didn't they?
It's all shit. Yeah, and you're also the biggest in debt of all time. So it's really more of a them problem and not a him problem. But we'll see what happens.
Don't take my insulting Kevin McCarthy to say the rest of Congress is a bag of peaches or roses or whatever. They suck. They all suck. But what will happen is this will be transmitted to every cell phone, television, and radio. So the test will emit sound, And on phones, it will vibrate. What could go wrong? Every cell phone, every radio, every television in the
Every
United
computer,
States is going to get
too,
this
right?
fucking test. Certainly, if you were hiding from a Craig Jr. type home invader and had a cell phone on you, that would be an issue, right? Like, what's the noise coming from the closet? Thanks, emergency broadcast system.
Oh, you're saying that the maybe 200 people that are in precarious situations at the time that this goes off are going to be in worse situations because the abductor presumably is going to think that that's an Amber
Pat,
Alert?
That's one niche. That's one niche one, Pat. Or how about every single person driving in a car that gets thrown off? How about everyone in a work meeting? How about everyone that has a dog that's going to start freaking out?
Yeah,
How about-
anyone on the ledge of a building.
Yeah, anyway, pretty much anyone. You don't really want to get shocked by an emergency alert, you know? So I'm trying to warn you. It's happening.
Yeah, anyone who has a butt plug-io like situation where text messages.
There's thousands of scenarios where this could go wrong. That's my point.
Yep. So Speaker of the
It's like
House.
an Amber Alert for the whole country.
For everyone. Yes.
Speaker of the House technically
Not a regional
doesn't.
or local. What's that?
Technically doesn't need to be Congress. It's not explicitly outlined in the Constitution that the Speaker needs to be
Yeah, you
a
can
member
be
of the
anybody.
House. That's what it is.
But then do they get a vote? Isn't that an extra member of Congress? That doesn't make any sense. I hate it. Don't do that. But I guess possibly, what could possibly? Why would are the aliens going to skull fuck us? Why would you need to alert everyone at the same time in all 50 states? Is the tornado going to blow across everyone at the same time? No. Nuclear weapons. That's probably
nuclear attack.
It's a nuclear. They're warning us of a nuclear attack. Why?
Or when the new
Why?
COVID vaccine drops.
Russia, Mark.
Yeah. So why are they testing this? And in fact, you know what?
Hypersonic missiles.
If we're
Probably
gonna
more China than Russia for hypersonics.
If we're gonna get nuked, just don't fucking warn me. Just let me die. Like, how well did it go over in Hawaii? You know, when they scared everyone in Hawaii. I think a few people killed themselves. I don't.
Place
and we're-
burned down years later.
Yeah, exactly. It's directly because of this. We're only 80% accurate, but I'm gonna say multiple people killed themselves in the fires in Maui were because of that emergency alert. We can move on because it's our show and we're 80% accurate.
Bunch of people sent messages to people they wanted to bone, but were too afraid to say it.
Oh yeah.
That's good though.
It could be good, or you know, if you were married and it's to someone, and then it's like, oh, I come back to a bunch of people were like, I'm gay, and then like, you know, like
One of those
it was a mess.
feels good in the moment, and then it probably backfired once everybody.
Nothing good comes from it.
Right. It felt gay to the gay guys who said it, but then it didn't feel so gay after.
Never mind.
I'm only gay when I'm really scared.
I get so gay and horny when I'm afraid.
They didn't have text editing back then either, so it was tough for everyone.
Right. Well, you could blame the alert was a mistake. So was that text. That must have been hacked. Anyways, so you're gonna get a fucking alert on every single device you have today.
Galen is my name. That's what I never told you that. I'm Galen.
I auto-corrected.
My middle name.
Will, I've never told you this, but I really want to suck your cock.
That was an autocorrect. Yes.
That
Several
you can get out of
words
that one.
autocorrected.
You can get out of that one. You'd have to figure it out, but
I just wanted you to be confused and not scared. When we were gonna die, I wanted you to be confused and not
It's
scared.
funny,
It was a
you know?
compliment. Yeah. I wanted you to laugh.
Unless it's not funny.
So,
Unless you're into it.
you know, that's what the government's up to. They're gonna alert everyone, and that takes us to
The cream of the crop!
And today's top story is the Powerball jackpot is $1.2 billion. I mean, come on. Could you imagine that type of skrill? Look at this island. This is $100 million. This is $100 million.
Look at that infrastructure, Mark.
This
Wow,
is
that's
Little
already
Pipe
existing
K. Thank you for
infrastructure.
pointing that out, Pat. This is Little Pipe K in the Bahamas that
It's
was
the
used in the
Exumas.
Pirates. Yeah, it was used in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, and it has all sorts of infrastructure. Look at the interior design of these buildings.
pretty
This
nice.
place.
That's 100 million.
It's $100 million.
2, 3, I'm counting 4, 5 structures.
Got a couple docks.
Whoa.
The
A
beaches
couple
are full
mansions there, like
yeah.
3 mansions, a boathouse. Yeah, I mean several beaches. That's
crystal
that
clear
could really
water.
work.
That's a deal. That's a deal for $100 million. The
It
white
is.
sand. Ow.
What's
Okay,
the maintenance on that, you think?
Well, we got a fund for that.
expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put some
I've
of
been
it
there.
away.
I've been to that within a half a mile of that place. It is fantastic.
Did you like it?
I had a good time. Yeah.
Would you like to live there forever?
I would, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
For
we're
those
going to
not
own it later this week. So
That's right. For those not amused about Powerball and it's the idiot tax, fine, whatever. How about instead for Cream of the Crop, a team of researchers at the University of Massachusetts Amherst found out that a single small strand of microRNA in the body known as LET7 governs the ability of T cells to recognize and remember tumor cells. And they think it can be used to effectively fight all cancers. Not only that, after the LET7 beats down the cancers, most of the T cells die, but some of them stick around, forming, quote, an elite task force just to wait, just in case cancer tries to come back in the future. And that beats it down again. Wow. So they think LET7 is the key to fighting cancer in the future, starting as soon as they can. Yeah.
An elite task force.
Let 7 go. You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It even has a great name, guys.
This is great news.
It is.
This is great news, man.
Yeah. So
the idea of an elite task force of was it white blood
cells? Yeah, white blood cells. Super white blood cells.
Going in and kicking in doors and finding the Osama bin Laden of cancer in your body.
Pretty good. Pretty good. So that's, take it. Those are double cream of the crop for you. And when you're sitting in little PK, whatever this is called, in the Bahamas, sipping Mai Tais, we're going to be doing it in BIRDDOGS. You know what I mean? We're going to be doing it in BIRDDOGS. We're going to bring all the BIRDDOGS to Hive Island, and you should have them already. So to get them, go to birddogs.com/hnews. You can bring your water bottles that you get for free if you go to /hnews, birddogs.com/hnews. Use promo code hnews. You get that water bottle. You get your BIRDDOGS. You go to little PK. There it is.
They're going to have to set up a bar inside my body, a T cell bar or a white blood cell bar, so that these elite task force guys have someplace to go after they are cruising through, just kicking down doors and taking out cancer. You got to have a place to unwind and share war stories. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, I think
and a place to get laid.
Happen. Yeah. Right.
Cash in your chips for your hard day's work.
Right. Talk about your story. Show off your scars.
Can't talk about it, though. Say, hey, hon, I'd love to, but I can't speak about it because that's classified.
True, but she just kind of rubs your scar before you bang her. She's like,
and
then it just heals because you're an elite white blood cell.
Right.
I hope the elite T cells, if I ever have to get some LET7, build a Hive Island inside my body where they then hang out and share war stories.
I'll be swallowing little bandanas so they can rock them around their heads.
Yeah, exactly.
Get a little tiny toothpicks.
Yeah, little canisters of eye black.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let the boys play.
Wes,
nice.
Anything?
What?
Wes,
about T cells?
Great scenario, I thought.
No, it was funny. I liked it. I was enjoying your all's jokes. I was actually looking at Pipe K, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice? We could use it.
It's really nice. Yeah.
We could use it. Use that win.
K.
It'd be nice.
It's owned by the Emirates, I think, right now.
Well, it's about to be owned by us. But
let's get that printed and put on a wall.
Yeah.
Just $100 million. That's all we got to do.
Not bad.
Not bad. Who's up? Who wants to go?
Whoever wants to go.
Don't all
I'll do
jump
it
at once. Yeah.
I'll do it. Japan, as you know, fellas, has always been technological advancements. Of course, you remember, CDs, Sony being so
the Walkman before that, bro.
Right? Yeah, the cassettes, they were dominant with those too. Well, fellas, and the cars. I mean, who can
forget about it?
Sony,
PlayStation, exactly. Well,
the underwear dispensers,
Toyota.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, they got. You can get that. You can get panties from a vending machine.
Bear meat. You can get all kinds of shit from a Japanese.
You lose a virginity to a whore usually over there.
Dolphin meat. Yeah.
There's an entire market around virginity
over
there.
Technology.
Yeah.
Lots of technology. Lots of advancements over in Japan. And they're proving again in 2023 that they are dominant in the technological advancement world by unveiling the 15-foot tall mobile suit Gundam, which is a robotic suit.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah. This is Alien. This is Alien 2.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, check it out. You see it? You see the mobile suit Gundam? It is a robotic suit that is actually surprisingly affordable at $3 million a pop, and it's going to be used for disaster relief on Earth, but more importantly, the 3.5-ton robot suit that goes 6 miles per hour and looks exactly like the ones from Avatar is hoped to be used in space exploration once humans can reliably exist on the surface of other planets and moons that may have extreme environments that call for the mobile Gundam suit to come in there and kick some ass and stomp around the ground, being 3.5 tons. So
That's
pretty
awesome.
It does look. It looks exactly like a combo of like the Avatar and the Alien spacesuit when Ripley throws out the super alien.
Yeah, Alien 2, yeah.
Right. Oh yeah,
One or two.
It's two, guys. Aliens.
Yeah.
You don't need to call it Alien 2.
Aliens. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Put an S on it.
You're right.
Yeah.
Kind of like a 2 if you mirror it.
Yeah.
Life imitates art, as they say, and giant space robot suits are here to stay.
Hold on. What was that movie though in the 90s? It was like
Where they fought.
The battle robot movie.
Yeah.
I just googled lists of movies featuring powered exoskeletons, and I don't see it.
It's actually a fantastic movie, Pat. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Was it Mechs? Yeah, it was Robot Jock. Was it Robot Jocks?
Robot Jocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god, bro.
Well, and then isn't there the
There's the one with Wolverine recently too.
Yeah,
Robot
yeah,
Jocks
exactly.
is
That's the one I was
amazing.
thinking of. Where you fight with the robots, you fight in the suits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The tagline was the ultimate killing machine, part man, part metal.
Robot Jocks is awesome. And then
50
what's-
years after a nuclear holocaust, mankind is decimated, and the surviving nations, the American Western influence market and the Soviet Russian influence confederation, have agreed to outlaw traditional open war, and in their place, disputes are settled with gladiator-style
Robots.
matches between giant robots.
Dude,
What
come
year was
on.
that? What year was
Real-
that?
90.
And then
89.
real,
Pacific
real
Rim.
Steel, Pacific
Is,
Rim.
yeah.
No, Robot
Real
Jocks is the
Steel?
original, and it's fantastic.
I might be thinking about Real
It is the
Steel.
original. No, Real Steel's
Steel
the one
is
with
the
Hugh,
one
Hugh
with
Jackman in 2011. Yeah.
You're thinking
He
about
has-
Robot
it's-
Jocks, Pat. It's the best.
It's also boxing robots. It's a ripoff of Robot Jocks. Right.
Pacific Rim is like the Godzilla version. of
JOX,
Robot
by the
Jocks,
way.
it sounds like.
It did so bad at the box office.
Some of these movies might be in contention for the Friday watch party. We're telling you.
Dude, I'm gonna watch
talking
Robot
about
Jocks with Cam.
Aliens, Robot
You throw a
Jocks.
space robot suit in a movie, I'm watching it 100%.
Ooh,
100%. Now they
edited by-
exist. It's awesome.
edited by Ted Nikolai, who's a crew member in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Nice. There you go.
Robot Jocks, bro.
Robot Jock. So Ryo Yoshida of Subami Industries. I didn't say that right. Who made the Arcax or Arcax? I have no idea how he says this. Robot suit. That's what he calls this. Archax. So that's the name of the robot suit that he made. He says Japan is very good at animation, games, robots, and automobiles. So I thought it would be great if I could create a product that compressed all these elements into one. I wanted to create something that says, "This is Japan." And I mean, I think it did.
Now, how big that thing, Willie? How big that thing?
15 feet tall, 3.5 tons. Very big.
No, I see it's got wheels on it, Willie.
Yeah, it goes 6 miles per hour. Yoshida is
That's
a
too
third
fast.
generation
That's too
Tokyo
fast for
factory
that.
man. Nah, that's good. I mean, you're going to really take
So
out some
big.
aliens. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to fuck some aliens up. He's a third generation Tokyo factory man, Yoshida, the CEO of this company, and he's excited to keep Japan on top for years to come. Manufacturing giant war robots named after comic book characters, because this thing is named after a 70s comic book character, and whatever else the world needs to progress like that. Fantastic stuff from Japan.
How
Pat's
much do they
right though.
cost?
It's kind of a cop out with the
$3
wheels
million.
though. He made it look like it can walk, and really it rolls, which is a big. That's a cop out, and that's very
I
disappointing.
think it rolls, and then it has like those feet thing that if it
No,
needs
that's
to
just
go,
that's just to
something
protect the wheels. That's it.
If that thing
But he
comes
made it
after you
look
at 6 miles an hour, I'm not looking at the wheels. I'm fucking running.
But it'd be way cooler if it walked like
It's
a Robot
yeah,
Jocks did.
It's got
think it
wheelbarrow
can-
wheels.
I think it can like walk over something, but in general, it wheels itself.
No
That's the,
face either?
that's the coolest thing I've ever seen, Wes. Don't you knock that thing.
You
That thing's
couldn't put
awesome.
an
Maybe
a
it's
You're a monsters
scowl.
guy.
Look at it.
You're a monsters movie fanatic. How is that not cool?
Yeah, they
You know,
should have
the-
put a
Because it
face on
rolls,
Right.
doesn't walk. Monsters walk. Monsters don't roll.
It's pretty
You
cool.
Don't, you don't get to decide what monsters do.
Yeah,
The fact
ask
that
anyone what monsters
this
do. They
thing-
don't roll.
Exists.
That one does.
No, that's not a monster.
Transformers.
Okay,
kind of
it would definitely kill you if it
monstrosity.
went over you.
monstrosity.
Well, it's dangerous for sure. It
It's a
could crush
science.
you. It could crush you really
Oh,
quickly.
Will, pull it up over time.
Yes.
It's not even cordless either. Look, it's really
Would you
got-
guys stop knocking this thing? It's awesome.
It's charging.
you gotta
It's charging.
keep it plugged
It's
in
got
the
a
wall.
It's got a battery. It's a charge. It's electric.
Look, it's just charging up, and then he's gonna put the wheels away, and then he's gonna walk and smash.
Does the ladder stay there?
No, the ladder.
The ladder so you can climb up into the cockpit.
Yeah, no one can get that high.
Retractable.
Come on,
It's like a
that
boat,
thing will
you know?
crush you.
Anything that a person has to get in the cockpit for. And don't worry, Americans. We also have our own war robot suits in the works. Sarcos Robotics is making ours, as we covered back in 2020. So let the age of on-the-ground space war
You like that
robots
6
begin.
foot tall one better, Wes? That because it walks.
I do actually, Mark. Yep.
That's gonna protect you in an intergalactic fight.
Nothing's gonna protect us in an intergalactic fight. I got news for
That
you.
thing will. 15-footer.
We're fucked in an intergalactic fight.
Well, I would go with the Japanese one over ours. Honestly, it's 3.5
I can
tons
run
and
6
15
miles an
feet
hour.
tall. This one is just. I mean, it just makes you metal. Basically.
Now you can pick up like boxes. That's for warehouse workers in the future.
Yeah, it's a slave suit,
Yeah, it's
effectively.
a slave suit.
Yeah, that's you've already given up. You're captured by the aliens. You're like, look, I can move. I can work for you.
They gave us that technology.
Yeah. Yeah, this is me.
Look at how many
doing my
boxes I can
job.
stack for you, boss.
Oh, tired. I got stabbed in the neck.
Look how
again.
high
I'm
it is,
awake.
Mo.
I'm awake again.
That's all they gave us was the suits.
More stacking, no problem.
And plays
If
uplifting
you could just
music.
plug me in the outlet closer.
Don't rip my head off. I'll stack all day.
Yeah, that
Just
was
give me a
fun.
tube to eat with, and I'll be fine.
That
You
was
can, you can leave me in the suit.
That was
Uh,
intimidating.
And while that's impressive, pretty impressive, the space robot suits, another American in Westbrook, Maine, recently called the police to unveil his latest invention to them, a campsite that caught fire and began automatically setting off all of the ammunition he had inside his gun that he left inside the tent that caught fire when he fell asleep next to the roaring bonfire.
Whoops.
Oh, did he shoot
That was
himself?
his invention. No, he didn't. The man cooked up his creation on Monday night when he obviously fell asleep next to a roaring fire in the middle of the woods, and then he left his handgun in the burning tent, running off when it caught on fire, abandoning everything and running into the woods, only then to have to wait for the fire to go out and all of his 17 rounds in his gun to expel before the firefighters could actually walk in and take him to the hospital for his burns.
I saw that. The firefighters had to wait until every bullet went off. What an absolute moron.
It was like an action movie where he was counting. He's
Yeah.
like, you know, the woods are like, now I know you're asking yourself, did I fire 16 or 17 shots?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's like he was probably like having to yell to them, like they're like, "How many more fucking
Yeah.
bullets?" And he's like,
Yeah.
Should be 3 more." And he's like hiding behind a tree in
shit.
smoke inhalation burns.
I
and
have
shit.
another gun in there. Yeah, he said, yeah.
He brought the high capacity magazine.
Yeah.
That's as stupid as you can get right there. No, I think that's just his normal clip, but totally full and left it inside a burning tent. So
Whoops. Not
Let
as
that
cool
be-
as the giant Japanese suit.
Right.
it's not
Let
as
that-
great of an innovation, no. The
let that
automatic
be a lesson
firing
to you,
bonfire.
Craig Ross Jr.
Dude, I wish Craig Ross Jr. would set himself on fire and get shot by his own petard.
No, I
Or
think
slip
that
his own-
this guy is just a drunk in the woods. He was sleeping in the
Well,
woods in
That's
Maine on a
Craig
Monday
Ross
night.
Jr.
Right,
And then he
paranoid
fell
drunk.
asleep next to the fire.
Yeah.
Caught everything on
Might be my
fire,
buddy
including his
Steve.
handgun.
Guys getting drunk in the woods in their 40s is not. It's not a good look.
This might be my friend Steve up there.
Living in the woods in your 40s and getting drunk is not as cool as you think it is. You know.
If this show has taught us anything, yeah,
Right.
You're right.
Amazing. Pat, you
That's all the
want to
innovation.
go? Or you
Yeah,
want me to? No.
I'll jump in here. All right, guys, Philadelphia, Sunday night. Biker boys. You guys know these biker situations. There was that movie came out maybe 5-6 years ago called 12 O'Clock Boys about Baltimore street bike
lot of
crews.
wheelies.
I'm not going to call them gangs because for the most part they're not committing crimes other than what they're doing on the road. But effectively, most cities have rules for police giving pursuit to motorcycle gangs, especially the dirt bike gangs, right? Because they can go off road. Don't give chase. What are you going to do? Someone's going to die, effectively. So it's a real weird legal loophole, right? Where like effectively, if you were in one of these critical mass motorcycle movement rides. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Cops can't do shit, right? So on Sunday night, Center City, Philadelphia, that's going on, okay? And there's a lady. Her name's Nikki Bullock. She's in her 20s. She's a mother of 2. And guess what she's doing? She's delivering Uber Eats. Daycare's too goddamn expensive. So what she does at night is she puts her kids in the back of the car. They sleep. Well, she cruises around and delivers Uber Eats.
Oh man,
she could use it. Let's get her to Cape Pay.
yeah. If we win the billion, we're donating to this lady.
Yeah, she could use it.
So there
Kids
Nikki
do sleep
is.
great in the car though, so that's a smart idea. Yeah.
They do. So there Nikki is cruising around Center City in her
Unless
crappy.
you're Pat, and he's like, "Why'd you bring your baby? It's disgusting. You should be delivering yourself. How dare you bring your baby? Disgusting. Is it tasting on my food?
You could be
Deliver on
earning
your own
twice
time."
as much. This is totally contrary to my argument.
How dare you
against that.
deliver with a girlfriend or baby?
Children cannot work, Mark. So you're not losing any earning potential by bringing the kids. In fact, it supports my argument because she's not having to pay for daycare, having the kids in the car.
Sure.
What's the last thing this lady needs? Right, the last thing she needs.
Car accident.
Yeah.
Car accident. Yeah.
A rough customer, somebody giving her the business when she she's already got the kids in the car.
To get double parked by a bunch of biker assholes while she's trying to get back in her car and go make more money.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
she does not need all those things, but that's not the last thing she needed. The last thing she needed, guys, was for some dweeby, skinny piece of shit motherfucker who thinks he's a badass stunt rider on a bike, who is in the critical mass or whatever they call it, motorcycle ride, to jump on the back windshield of her car, shattering the back windshield of her car while her 2 toddlers are sleeping in the back seat of her car. She did not need that.
So all over the kids.
He
The
Mad
glass
Maxed
got all over
her?
the kids.
Glass got all over the kids, guys.
He rode Mad Max Road Warrior her?
He road warriored her. So according to Nikki, she was coming around a turn, and it's like 100 bikers, 150 bikers, who knows? ATVs and shit in there, like non-street legal vehicles. They're coming around the corner, and the biker in question sideswiped her car, and his bike fell over, and he got really mad. Again, he was operating illegally on the road, and they got into an argument. And then he got off his bike, jumped on a rear windshield with the 2 kids in the car, shattered the rear windshield, the glass all over the kids. And this lady, Nikki Bullock, went full mama bear mode. And it is fucking awesome.
Oh, nice. Yeah, she took this nerd out.
Yeah, this nerd jumps on the car. Okay, and
she got lift to car strength.
Right. So he's wearing, just to give you an idea, if you're just listening, not watching, he's wearing the khaki Levi's skinny jeans, the skinniest of the skinny, which you can only wear if you have those skinny legs. He's wearing Nike Blazer mids, a shirt that says "You ain't no killer." He's got tats. He's a young, skinny little bitch. And when he jumps on the back of the vehicle, his gun falls out of his waistband, his handgun, which I'm sure is not registered, onto the ground. 20-something. He's in his 20s.
Oh, I thought you said he was 17.
No. He could be. He's young. He could be 19. The gun hits the ground as Nikki gets out of the car, and he points the gun at her head. Okay?
Oh, shit.
Yep. Nikki, after he points the gun, this is a quote from her, he pointed the gun at me, and then he put it away, and I was like, whatever, shoot me then. You're not going to shoot me. And then he headbutts her with his motorcycle helmet, and she just keeps on coming. At this point she gives no fucks. Whoa. This man violated the sanctity of her safety around her children. Here's the video, guys.
Turns out he should have put that shirt inside out because he ain't no killer. You know what I mean?
He ain't no killer, exactly.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's the video.
It's a bike rally going through traffic.
So these are sport bikes, yeah.
Yeah, these guys are.
Here he goes. So he's stomping on her rear windshield.
Oh shit!
Shatters it.
What the
gun just fell on the floor. Points the gun at her. She doesn't give a shit.
What
headbutts
the fuck
her?
Is that guy's problem?
Yeah, she's way
pushes her.
I mean, he pushes her away from his bike.
This is the best part.
Go back to her, you cameraman.
Here she shoves his fucking bike.
Shoved him off his fucking bike. Take that, fucking loser.
That's awesome.
Kind of crazy, huh?
I'm glad you shoved him off the bike, man. That's embarrassing. I think if you're a biker, that's got to be one of the most embarrassing things ever. Like, you tried to fucking vandalize this chick's car, and then this little girl gets out of her car, talks shit to you while you try to point a gun at her, and then pushes you off your bike. I mean, it's total emasculation.
In front of your buddies.
She's like she looks like maybe a tough Latina chick. If I'm,
I think she's
maybe?
an African American lady.
Oh, okay.
Very
think so, too.
tough. Now look, money has come in to replace her shit, so
Good.
she's cool. She's covered. Now the guy. Who's the guy? Philadelphia police have identified a suspect. Okay, and that guy Dinesh and this account called Outlaw Archive have identified who the guy is. Okay. I'm going to play a video real quick just so you can get an idea of who this guy is. So what you're going to...
I already know. You think, is it going to be like him trying to do like a music video or something?
No. Here's what you're going to see.
He's doing
Here's
some
what you're gonna see. Here's what you're going to see. Him going the wrong way down a one-way street and like a tow truck driver, like a big old truck honking at him, and he didn't like that. He's like, fuck you. So then he points his finger at him and goes, poof, like the slow gunshot, I'm gonna kill you at the guys, and then the guy in the truck is like, I gotta get out of here. So he says, "Oh, little bitch, you scared?" And then he follows that guy around. Okay, and that's the first video. The next video is gonna be him coming up on a police officer and the cop being like, "Hey, don't do that." And he goes, "What? I didn't do anything." Then he goes around the cop and then he goes, "Well, you'll hear."
All right, wheelie down the wrong way, tow truck, handgun.
He added this video. He said he really beeped at me like I cut him off.
Yeah, he's going the wrong way down
he's
the one
talking
way.
through a helmet.
Bro, where you going? Where you going?
Oh, good lord.
This guy's a douchebag.
Yeah.
I'm not doing nothing.
Not doing nothing. Oh my goodness. He's riding away from a cop in traffic.
Dickhead. Fuck you, pussy.
Yeah, I knew he'd be a flick off guy. Look at his buddy's tiny little bicycle.
Yeah, his
I
buddy
know,
was
so I'm
riding a
gonna be-
Vespa. Yeah.
So he definitely said to that cop, dickhead, fuck you, pussy, flicked him off. And I think maybe he's going to get a couple kick heads when the cops pick him up tonight because he is on the run right now. He's deleted all of his social media.
Yeah, he's a little punk.
I'm not going to say what his name is because it's...
Say it.
Why?
Say it.
Say his
because
fucking
it's
name.
it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed who
Say it.
his name is.
Say it.
I'm
They're
not
going to
say
arrest that fucker.
Say who it
not
allegedly
confirmed.
is.
Well, allegedly he's using a pseudonym name called John Connolly, but they later confirmed his name is Cody, and he's from Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. He's deleted all of his social media.
That's a real Cody.
Yeah, Cody's are usually trouble.
What a badass mom, though, dude. Like,
Yeah, that mom's awesome. I'm glad they're going to get that.
Well, those
fucker.
bikers around are pussies too, because the second he headbutted the woman, they should have beat his ass.
No, Cody's part of the gang, Wes.
Yeah, no.
the biker community
Part
is
of the
saying,
bitch gang.
Yeah.
let us
Bitch
take
gang.
care of it. Is what
Yeah.
they're saying. They're saying let us
Let them take care of it. I mean, no, right? Like, I mean, they let that happen, and then nobody stepped in and fucking did it.
Here's the deal. Here's who takes care of that. If it's the Hell's Angels or a Harley crew, they would take care of it. Look at this pussy. He's such a little fucking tiny little bitch. That woman would have beat him up. Harley, like Hell's Angels, they take care of crap like that. You mess with a woman, you mess with a child, they'll beat the shit out
They
of someone.
burn your bike. Yeah.
Not the people with the four-wheel
dirt bikes?
four-wheel bikes that are like you can rent in a city, like that are pathetic. What are they called?
Dirt
The
bike
things
gang isn't
that-
taking care of it.
Polarises or whatever.
Those are
the fuck
They were on
Four-wheelers.
ATVs. They weren't on
What
Polarises.
the fuck are they doing?
There was
They were
one.
on
There was
Lip
one
Boys.
four-wheeler in the video.
I
and then
saw
there was-
some Polarises
there
out
was
there.
some,
They're
there was
not
some-
going to take care of their own.
Like a ranch get around vehicle.
It was a fucking moped gang, basically. I mean, it was.
Bunch of fucking assholes.
Yeah, man. Anyway, I cannot wait for this guy to get fucking arrested. So it's rare that you see this. Just a total piece of shit, no value to society, and
Well,
then
scaring the little kids in the back. See what
It's
the
horrible.
Yeah,
fuck?
dude, he could have killed the kids when he
Yeah, I
jumped
mean, if
through with his
feet,
feet,
with
his boots.
his gun, it was
Yeah,
like
and-
falling out. Unbelievable.
yeah, little
Cody's
bitch.
gonna cry
Yeah.
when they arrest him. I guarantee.
Jared's right. It was a
cry so
Can-Am,
hard.
those pussies.
He's already crying, Wes.
Yeah, Can-Am, yeah, like the one
Bunch
I
of Can-Ams.
Yeah,
I'm not doing anything wrong, officer. I'm not doing anything
Can-Am
wrong.
boys.
You
We'll take care of it.
pussy.
Hey, as long as your hair's in the wind, you know. Okay. Well, yeah. Hopefully we get to see Cody cry on police video when they arrest him. Guys, every once in a while, I'm sure you guys have experienced this. You'll go into like a home or like a business and absolutely be blown away by the softness of the toilet paper, right? You know, you're like, oh my. For me, every time I would go to my granddad and Gam's house on Van Buren Street, up the street from where Will grew up, I guess they had like hemorrhoids, or my Gam had a sensitive ass. Anyway, they insisted on only the softest toilet paper money could buy. They also had one of the soft seats that we've talked about on the toilet
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Cushion seats.
I mean, your ass was
just,
ass
heaven.
It was a spa for your ass in that house.
You're in a house that takes shits when you're in the
Yeah.
You're holding in your shits because you know you're going to Gams in a few hours.
No, you literally would. It was like that toilet paper that it feels like it has like a thin layer of lotion on it. You know what I mean? You ever have that
really
toilet paper?
nice.
Dad, does Gam have a sensitive ass?
Yeah. Well, listen.
Well, nowadays wipes have really changed the game too.
Yeah,
True.
true, but
I
those aren't
don't
soft.
trust those wipes, Willie. I don't trust flushing those wipes.
Don't flush them. You got to watch out for your palm.
Wes, I notice you haven't pooped this week. Yeah.
Well, going to mow Gam's lawn later. So
going to Gams.
yeah.
Plus
Mow the lawn, take a shit.
But that was as good as it gets back in the day. It was
it is.
padded.
It was like Charmin Ultra Soft or Ultra Gentle, whatever. It's got like the little bumps of softness on it. Anyway,
Charmin Gam.
Charmin Gam. Yeah, Charmin Gam's ass.
It's got a bear, but she's old. It's got an aged bear.
Yeah,
She's got
Soft enough for Gam's irritated anus.
It was the best. And so was she. Anyway, Charmin, nowadays I use Costco toilet paper, which is fine. It's no Gam, but anyway, Charmin and their parent company, Procter & Gamble, they've been a leader in toilet paper since the 1920s, and they have just announced a revolution in toilet paper that is going to change the way we wipe our asses for generations to come. And if my calculations are correct, we'll have people everywhere picking out more small little balls of toilet paper from their asses, thanks to this new design change, which I'll get to.
Okay.
Later.
Less balls or more dingleberries?
I'm going to say more dingleberry toilet balls, unfortunately. Well, yeah. Let me ask you guys a question, though.
I got to use the wipes.
Let me ask you guys a question, though. Are you guys wadders or folders, or are you a combination?
Fold to one wipe.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, I try to fold, but sometimes I'm in a hurry, or I try to fold, and I usually use way too much.
Yeah, of course.
I couldn't tell you unless I was taking a shit. I'm thinking about it right now. I don't know that I have that I can zero in on exactly what my method is.
Wadding's weird, I think.
Really?
No, I'm a wadder.
Imagine
step one wad,
drop.
step two fold.
Yeah.
I like
Also
to.
just-
Look, I'm gonna. This might be TMI.
How many sheets do you get? How many plies? I usually get about 4 to 6 before I fold.
If I'm in the
more than
comfort
that,
of my
like
own,
10.
if I'm in the comfort of my own bathroom, or able to, I'll turn on the sink and wet the first one too.
Sure. Why
Oh
not?
yeah,
It's
a
like
little bit of water on there.
Poor man's wet wipe.
I just had deja vu. We've had this conversation on the show before.
And we'll have it
Maybe
again.
We've covered in depth.
I'm gonna wet it if I
We
can.
talk about islands, and we'll talk about wiping our asses over and over again.
The bidet revolution. Has
I don't
been
want
covered.
it too dry. It's like it's kind of like a blowjob.
I'm gonna try to turn it on.
Yeah.
Hey Pat, I don't know if you read this one to your kids yet, but everybody poops. Every bunny poops.
Oh, I got so many. I got 4 books on taking dumps.
Yeah. Okay.
The first one with
Peekapoo. The Dutch Hammer sent me one.
Sometimes I'll shower right afterwards if it's real bad.
Yeah. Yeah. No shit.
If
Well,
do what
you guys
do.
ready to see this new
No shit, no
revolution?
shower.
No shit in my asshole after I shower.
Right? Why would you need that?
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Behold, the new line of Charmin Ultra with revolutionary scalloped perforations for easier tearing and probably more tiny wads in your ass on the next shit.
This
See
is
it?
stupid.
See it?
Yeah.
Scalloped.
So they're saving money. They're ripping us off somehow.
See it?
Why does that? What is that? What is that supposed to do for us, huh?
Tear easier.
Well,
like tearing's hard to begin with, which is not.
first, a little history lesson. Toilet paper's come a long way. In North America, through the 1700s, people were wiping with whatever they had on hand, no pun intended. Things like corn cobs, seashells. Check these out. These are literal pictures of old wipe utensils, sponges on sticks.
That would get it done.
Look at this. No,
That one's a little bit. That one not as much.
So you sponge off your
Look
butt.
at that one.
and then
That's
you-
like a voodoo stick.
Right.
How do you go from corn
Clean
cobs
it,
to
though.
seashells, man?
Pat, were you
it's like-
going? Did you go to the bathroom to check? Did you sit down and check?
I was
sit
going
down?
to get the my toilet paper to show you guys what I'm working with over here.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty impressive, and that is the
That's
the
nice.
single ply. No, that's the
Oh.
worst, guys.
That's
Oh
not
no!
bad.
Yeah,
That's
you have Is that
It's
that's the worst
translucent.
possible.
Someone.
Why do you have
That's
like
that's like warehouse.
Can
yeah,
you
you
write
have
on
like
it?
a locker room toilet paper?
Yeah,
in
that's
your
like
house.
What's like Amazon warehouse?
You can write a note on it.
Yeah, it's horrible, dude. Someone,
no,
I,
that's
it's
as
been
bad as
haunting
it
us. Like I think I screwed up and bought this one ply, like almost a year ago, and we've been trying to get rid of it, but no one
Airport
wants
bathroom.
it.
Yeah.
It's horrible, man. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
It's tough.
Those giant rings of them, of the one plies,
Oh,
like
yeah,
the huge
yeah.
bathrooms.
Yeah, like rest stops. Yeah.
yeah, it's like that. It's like rest
Yeah.
stop.
It's middle school toilet paper.
Yeah.
So, by the 1800s, paper was becoming more widely available. And then in 1857, a New Yorker, go figure, named Joseph Gayetti, he introduced
What a
Go
stupid name.
figure.
What
I
a
got the-
stupid name, Jason.
Joseph Goyetti. No, it's Joseph Gayetti. He introduced the world's first toilet paper, 1857. And then
He had to do something with that stupid name.
Yeah, the marketing slogan was "It's better than seashells."
yeah, right. Yeah.
Softer than
Jason's
corn
an
pop.
idiot. Oh, he invented toilet paper.
Then nothing for years. 1857 for 30 years, nothing. Then 1890, it became the tearable, so you could tear it and it was perforated. Then nothing for another 40 years until 1930, they finally gave us splinter-free toilet paper, which was a huge plus. Yeah,
Big upgrade.
There was splinters in them.
yeah, there was splinters in them.
You like a corn cob or you like a seashell?
People have been waiting for 100 years for this one.
You want cotton or this knife?
Yeah, splinters or splinter-free in your ass.
And Pat's getting roasted for his toilet paper in the live
Yeah,
chat.
can we put up some of these?
Bulls Deep Hook says Pat definitely gets poopy fingers with that paper. Big Spicy says Pat, if you keep wiping with that, your butthole's gonna look like a cage fighter's ear.
He's got cauliflower ass.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough.
Oh.
Yeah. So, apparently, there's been nothing. So since 1930, ever since the splinter's free, there's been nothing. They have made advancements in softness and in absorption, but how we tear those little squares has remained the exact same. And according to senior scientist Procter Gamble Greg Weaver, who's been working on this for 5 years, this new perforation,
This is
he
his
said
life's work.
he said the number one complaint to their call centers, if you can believe that Charmin has call centers where people complain about toilet paper, is that there's been uneven tears in the square shape. So the uneven tear is a result of the straight perforations that don't match the direction
Call
that you're
bullshit on
pulling. That you're pulling.
Corners, yeah, the corners. They say the corner. I mean, the corner tears off sometimes. My only question.
What do you mean the corners tear?
The corners tear sometimes, not
Yeah.
on Pat's single ply. Oh, just like that. Just like actually,
Yep.
Pat just got it to happen
Yep.
on the single ply.
Yep.
Oh, well, okay, so this is for single ply paper.
No, it's for all papers. Corner tears on many papers.
Man,
P-
I don't-
Wes,
I
this
don't
is
have
going to
this
make
problem.
it so that my toddler can't every time she plays with the roll of toilet paper extend the entire thing and just put it into the hallway. Because that would be great.
It might do that, but every
I
time
know.
she does pull it, eventually it'll be a nice clean tear for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Matt
that's
points out that
her.
Pat could sand a deck with that toilet paper.
Oh, it's like 160
You don't.
grit.
That's got splinters
You
in it.
use
It's 220,
real
man.
toilet paper, right? You don't actually use those rolls. You're saying you just have them in reserve, right? They're-
Okay, so we moved, right? So we
Uh-huh.
moved, and
Someone left that for you as a gift.
I bought it on accident. I was like fucking not paying attention to the grocery store, and I bought the worst
Single
toilet
ply.
paper ever. I brought it home. Kate asked me to leave,
Hey, it's cheap.
so I put it in the closet. We
Came in
moved.
Pat,
two
I've done it
rolls.
Luckily,
It
I've
mo-
done double ply, the shittiest double ply.
I got 24.
5, but
24.
We moved, and then we have two bathrooms, but the one down here in my office has been pretty much like out of commission as we've been doing construction. So now I got to work through these fucking 4 rolls of single ply, bro. I'm not gonna
you
waste
are.
them.
Ooh, so you do have to use those.
Yeah.
on
Look at
yourself.
that tear.
You'll get through them.
Only you has to use that single ply.
And it says, the quote went on, many consumers often get frustrated when they're able to get a clean tear, resulting in additional toilet paper usage and waste and this innovation aims to deliver an even and clean tear every single time.
Yeah,
and
sure. There are a whole bunch of calls about that. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
I mean, if you have a tough time using toilet paper, you probably shouldn't be.
They're
living alone.
saving money and they're going to make money. That's what.
You're right,
here.
Mark. This is a huge scam.
This is a huge scam.
That was all a lie.
This is all.
It was
bullshit.
a lie.
It's complete bullshit. They're saving money in the design, and it probably is. It's going to be more wasteful for us because now every edge is a cornered edge.
I don't know if they're saving any money because it's still one long piece of paper, but
that's horseshit. This is horseshit.
I couldn't believe it, so I went and took to take a look at my own toilet paper situation, and it was something.
Ew, dude.
Yeah. You eat Cheetos?
Is that blood or Cheetos?
That's
can't
blood.
tell on Wes's roll.
Yeah.
Dude, why are your fingers so bloody?
Blood from the last wipe.
You gotta dust the dispenser too,
But
Wesley.
the toilet paper's on the roll. How did you stuck your ass on it, or
I think that's
your fingers are bloody?
His fingers were still bloody from the wipe.
From getting
Actually, that dispenser's broken. I never use it because it never.
He's got a sensitive butt. It runs in the family.
Yeah.
So that's why he has Gam. He's Gam.
Pray to Gam.
Yeah. Again, they spent 5 years producing this new scalped edge design, and it'll be rolled out later this month. Again, only part of Charmin's ultra soft line. So if you're a Charmin buyer, let us know how it works. Let us know how
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it and test it on the
tears.
toddler.
Yeah,
if she can't yank it all off the thing, I'm gonna be buying it every time.
I mean, look, it's certainly worth a buy the first time. It's you don't pass up on this once, but I think we're all going to get ripped off.
I agree with
cleanly.
Mark. I'll lie.
It'll be a clean rip.
Yeah.
We'll test it.
We'll have to see what the price We'll have to see what the price point is, Mark.
If it's like $10 more than regular Charmin, not testing it.
No way. There's no way it can be $10 more.
Yeah.
What do you waste like a roll in your lifetime the other way?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Like every 3 years you waste a roll. I was hoping you were going to say like the texture was different when you're doing this.
Right, like Gam style.
Yeah.
Lotion.
No, I wish, man.
They've got that aloe in there.
Like a new paper.
They do have Charmin Ultra Gentle, which is kind of like an aloe. I mean, if you've ever try it out, if you get
that with the tears, the new tears.
Do yourself a favor. Go get some Charmin Ultra Gentle or Ultra Soft, and then
I'm getting a bidet.
See how your life changes.
Whoa. I'm going full bidet.
Mark, but I think about it a lot. Like there's some so like an actual bidet, a bidet built in your toilet is so classy. The strap-on bidet is
it's not that unclassy.
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah,
it's so pathetic.
No, it's not that pathetic. I think it's
pathetic, dude.
I would rather that.
Version of it? Yeah.
A lot of trailers have the strap-on bidet.
I want the strap-on bidet that doesn't look pathetic, and then I want wet wipes to finish it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's one wet wipe. Use your toilet tank water to wet your ass.
So what you do is
and then you have one wipe afterwards.
The water's coming from the wall where you can turn it off if it's about to overflow. You put a splitter on that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's not bad.
Look, it would be a tough setup, but in a perfect world, bidet. That's all I'm saying.
I thought they were pulling
the tushy. That's the one that's dominant, man. The tushy.
How much is it? $90?
$99, bro.
I might ask for a tushy. For
anybody
Christmas.
can get a tushy. It's look, people. You can get to it. It's
should be called the trashy.
Will, do you have a tushy?
I want a tushy. No, I want one though. I've been thinking about it for a while.
Dude, it's got a setting on the side. You can do 1, 2, or 3 streams. Yeah. All right. Tushy.
Yeah.
If you roll up to a lady's house and she's got a tushy,
I'm down, dude. If she's got a
tushy,
that
means you could eat her ass.
Dude. Get into whatever freaky
good
sex.
night, bro. She's got a tushy.
You're about to eat her ass,
and then get out of there.
You are about to be in it.
Yeah, you are though.
Tushy is a good sign. You know,
it's not bad.
Hey,
it's about as trashy as having a cup holder on your toilet, dog.
Well. It's not bad either, maybe.
Oh, it's a place to put my drink.
Yeah.
That would be a good hidden camera scenario, though, Pat. Like guys on first dates going into the girls' bathroom to find a tushy and just see what they think.
Yeah.
Like, how they interact with it. Yeah.
Better get my tongue ready. Oh, no. Sprayed a banaka.
Rim job guys are excited. Yeah.
I knew it.
Now I can eat her ass without any concern.
Yeah.
Guilt-free ass eating.
This is gonna be a
what the
delight.
doctor ordered.
Tushy, huh?
And here I
They
was
say
worried.
the perfect first date doesn't exist.
And
but-
here I was
You-
worried about eating her ass.
You trashy bitch.
Yeah. You want to just not go out to dinner?
You see the tushy set on the highest setting. You're like, oh, yeah, yeah.
You got it set to gam, huh?
Got it set to my mouth.
It's a water pick for the ass.
That's. I mean, these are great toilet innovations. I think. It's
Let us know
exciting
if
stuff.
you've
like-
experienced either.
You like she goes to the bathroom, you're eavesdropping to see how long she's bidetting.
Oh shit! Matt in the live chat says bidet with built-in Banaka spray.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that-
Uh-oh.
that's the next level.
That bidet's been working for about 35 seconds now.
Yeah. No, you want it to be. You're like, I didn't hear it that long. You sure you don't want to go back in there?
That's a leave-in conditioner, honey.
All right. That's gonna do it for the show.
On that, yeah.
Yeah, let's end on that.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us once again. Patreon.com/hardfactor for more content. Florida Man Friday and Hive Hour coming out this week once again. What was that, Will?
And enjoying Friday night.
And then join Friday night. There you go.
Real quick, just take it to the internet. Tushy Bidet at Hello Tushy tweeted 3 hours ago. Didn't know this. Happy National Boyfriend Day. I hope all you boyfriends out there have a clean butthole. It's the only way to treat your partner right.
So I'm saying Tushy knows what's up.
The tushy
They're
community.
trying to help people out.
People helping people.
People helping people. All right. That's it. We love you. Have a great fucking day.